Good evening, campers, dreamers, and babysitters. And this being the month of February, we had to give you a very special treat. This being the month of love, flowers, and candy, we had to put a little demented twist with a little guts and gore. That's right, folks. We've seen a lot of demented couples throughout horror history, leaving their path of death and destruction. So here on Splattercast, we had to give you the top 5 most dysfunctional couples in horror. But before we get into the countdown, let's get over to Dylan to hear the criteria.
That's right, folks. I am here to break down the criteria for just what it takes to qualify on this list. And for the first one, of course, we always have to include it. What is the overall body count for our star-crossed lovers here? And that is together or separate. Next, we're going to move into, of course, legacy, letting you know just what kind of an impression this relationship has left on audiences over the years. And of course, the fun one, and that is downright dysfunction. How explosive the couple is to each other and the people around them, or should I say victims around them. So now that you kind of know what we're going off of with these picks, I'm going to send it back over to Luke, where we're going to go into number 5.
Meeting the family is a pretty big step in any relationship. Unfortunately for Chris Washington, tea time with the Armitage family is a little more bitter than sweet. Kicking off this countdown with the number 5 spot is Chris Washington and Rose Armitage from Jordan Peele's directorial debut, Get Out. As Chris meets Rose's family and we notice things are a little off, it becomes clear Chris won't be cracking open a cold one with Daddy Dean as he realizes he's more interested in Chris's body than his mind. Trying to body snatch Chris becomes a family affair as Chris tries to stay out of the sunken place, taking on the entire Armitage family one by one. While Chris and Rose's relationship had a superficial downfall, make sure you have a Rod in your corner because he's the real MVP.
I mean, I told you not to go in that house.
One of the most important aspects of any relationship is some alone time. But we all know from 2020, cabin fever is a real thing. Our number 4 spot knows this all too well with Jack and Wendy Torrance from Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. Jack looks to mix a little business and pleasure as he brings the family for a little getaway while he tries to get a little writing done and make a little cash. But with the prime destination being the Overlook Hotel. It looks like some red rum is in store for the Torrance clan, already on rocky ground, and cracks in Wendy and Jack's relationship is overcome when Jack suffers writer's block. But all is well when he decides to have some booze at the bar with a couple of ghosts, planning out a family fun night with an axe and a game of tag with Danny and Wendy. Jack eventually gets a case of cold feet. If there's one thing we learn from Jack and Wendy, it's all work and no play can mean the death of your relationship, along with everyone else.
Sometimes you just have to ignore that little voice in your head, unless you're Madison, because Gabriel doesn't like being ignored. Taking the number 3 spot on the countdown is Madison Mitchell and Gabriel from James Wan's Malignant. After Madison's husband Derek puts his hands on her and accidentally awakens Gabriel, he enacts his own version of brotherly love as he rearranges Derek's spine. Gabriel's symbiotic relationship with Madison would give even Venom a run for his money as he metastasizes mayhem throughout Madison's life. Racking up an epic body count in only one standalone film, Gabriel has given audiences more than one reason to be stuck in our heads. Although the sibling rivalry leads to the downfall of Gabriel in the end, you aren't going to need a biopsy to test the dysfunction between this brother and sister.
Ah yes, young hearts beat fast, unless you attend Woodsboro High School, because sometimes they don't beat at all. Slashing their way into the runner-up spot in the countdown at number 2 is Woodsboro's own Sidney Prescott and Billy Loomis. If there was a yearbook nomination for most likely to hold a grudge, Billy would be front and center of that honor. Killing Sydney's mother and concocting a revenge plot on Sydney's entire family that is so meticulous it would give Hannibal Lecter chills. While the cutest couple of the Scream franchise goes to Dewey and Gale, the events of the original reignited the slasher wave for horror fans and, of course, inspired a handful of other killers to try to get the best of Sydney and all. I mean, most of the future installments. Thanks, Spyglass. And yes, folks, before Luke gives us the honor of letting us know who takes our coveted number 1 spot, I just wanted to let you guys know that we're always listening and we are always looking for what kind of lists or top 10 or ranking you guys want to see next. So if you have an idea or a ranking in mind, feel free to drop it down in the comments below and we'll make sure to feature you on the next top 5.
A little love can cause some major mayhem, and no couple knows that better than our number 1 pick, which of course is Chucky and Tiffany from the Chucky franchise. Spanning from movie to television, their relationship has lasted decades, proving that compatibility is the key to longevity, whether that is size or psychopathic tendencies. We've witnessed these two spray John Ritter with nails, practice their voodoo, and of course, extend their family tree. From human form to plastic, and even hopping into other bodies, Tiffany and Chucky's love knows no bounds. A true match made in hell, these two bite-sized love bugs find a happy marriage of passion and pain. With their short stature and long kill count, you can bet any other couple on the countdown will be canceling their dinner reservations with this red-haired hunk and platinum blonde baddie. And that concludes our top 5 most dysfunctional couples in horror. And what a pleasure it was to deep dive into some of these couples. A lot did not make the list since we did narrow it down to top 5, but I think we have a pretty unique list here.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the whole thing. I think when it comes to Luke and I sitting down and doing these, we want to throw curveballs. So I remember when you sent me over the list, because this was your brainchild. So this was your top 5. We usually agree on them, or I made the first one. And then it turned into this, like, you were just like, we need to do this for Valentine's Day. And, you know, we don't want to burn through all the Valentine's Day movies too quick. You know, there's only a couple. We talked the original My Bloody Valentine. We want to save the remake. So, you know, we're going to kind of go through that. But this was a lot of fun. And I think, like, the Gabriel pick was awesome. You know, the Get Out pick was good. Like, I really enjoyed these. And I hope you guys enjoyed them as well.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, I think after last year's viewing of My Bloody Valentine being the first time I really checked out that film, I got to be honest, my love for Valentine's Day themed horror is growing, ever so growing, I think, right now. So as soon as we were kind of looking at the schedule and deciding on what we could do in terms of top 5s, top 10s, things like that, I knew we had to do something for Valentine's Day. So, you know, I think you have a lot of unique dynamics in terms of a lot of couples in horror. So I think this was a good angle to do. And it was, again, just so much fun.
Absolutely. But alrighty, guys, it's going to wrap us up here for this top 5. Let us know down below. You know, would you have picked other couples? Will you pick other couples in the future? Was there anybody that you think didn't deserve to be on this list? And was there anybody that surprised you, but you absolutely agree with us? Let us know all down below. And of course, as we stated during the video, if you guys have an idea, if you have a top 5, a top 10, or even just a ranking that you'd like us to take part in, feel free to comment down below and we'll make sure to feature you in that video. We'll pop your comment up and let everybody know that you were the one to pick it. So definitely do that. Check out some of our other videos up on the channel. As we are recording this, we haven't done it yet, but we did have some fun, I presume, with Alex and Evan over on, you know, this little kind of live stream thing we've been doing with those guys. So they're a lot of fun. It's cool. So check that out. And yeah, we got a lot of other great videos up on the channel as well. So until next time, I am Dylan Newell.
And I'm Luke Janesco.
And remember, stay scared.
Do the horse shit, gonna do it live. Cause Splattercast kick it every day they live. Splattercast, gonna smash your ass. 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 Splattercast, gonna smash your ass.